right. Hey, this is Ben at Van Sharks, and today I'm in the shop. We're just taking a look at some of the projects we have here. But this is a van we have for a mobile med spa design. So if we take a look around, this is the first variant of the design. The first variant just has a full divider up at the front between the driver compartment and the rest of the van. And the second one has a little pass-through right here, and this actually takes on half of it, but you still have the same TV speaker setup here at the top. And if we were just to hop back over here again, so this is going into a 170E, is a 170 extended van. This is actually the longest wheelbase model that they have available. The total distance from front to back is 24 feet. That is bumper to bumper. And if we step into the van, just right off the top of our heads, we have our divider wall with a 32-inch television, speakers mounted up at the top, and a seated bench with optional storage inside of the bench. So that's a pretty basic setup. From the chair, please send me exact measurements of the chair that you are putting in the van, just so that I know where everything is positioned within the van. But if we were to pretend that we're sitting up here in the chair, you actually have the television right on the wall. This is very comfortable for viewing for the client who is getting the work done. And then coming back here to the back, this wheel well is exactly 3 feet. So if you're considering your position here in the van, right behind this seat, you have about 3 feet by the whole width of 70 inches to have your workspace. And then right here, we have, this is a 2-foot deep countertop with a 15-inch sink. It's about 8 inches deep, and a faucet here at the top. We have a disposable biohazard container for your needles and such. And then I have a little hole cut out for a trash can here in the back. Up at the top, this is actually just 1 foot from this back wall. But you might be asking, well, hey, how do I have a really long drawer compartment here? This actually extends, I'll show you in a minute, but it extends further into the back to allow for more usable space inside of the van. Now right below, I have a door that'll open here and allow access to below the sink. This is really just for your plumbing, your pipes. There's not going to be a lot of usable space down there. And then right here in the middle, we have our refrigerator. You can just, a standard size under cabinet fridge. And then we have some drawers right here. Now you might again be saying, hey, your wheel well is blocking access to this, but we have 6-inch deep drawers. There's 3 of them, so 1, 2, 3. And then the fourth one is actually just going to be a little bit shorter, so you're going to have some open space here, but that drawer will come out right beside the wheel well, so you don't have any issues with that at all. And then up here at the top, we're going to have 4 doors, and we could either do we can do a couple of things here. You could have a pantry style drawer. Oh, okay, thank you. We'd have a pantry style drawer that actually comes out and slides into the base, and this can be a total of 32 inches long. And this would allow for little baskets or whatever, and then you close it in. And then you could do the same thing on the outside, and then on the center ones, you can either have upward facing hinges, and you could put like a little basket, or I could put another slide out like this, and you could either have it so you have access to both sides. So this little corner cubby would be here in the middle, and you can have all kinds of stuff. It just really depends on how you want it, but there's some flexibility here. You can have insertable baskets, you can have a pull-out drawer cubby shelf like this, or just a regular cabinet up top. Now if we step outside, over here, I'm going to show you a little bit more about the kitchen area. So this is kind of how this whole setup is working. When you're in here, you have the storage behind. So the cabinet, instead of just being 1 foot deep, I've extended it into the rear storage compartment because this space up above is not super usable in the van. Your trash bin you'd probably want to put your trash bin right here. This is your EcoFlow for your power system, and then you just have some additional storage. So maybe you put some hooks, maybe another shelf right below here. There's a couple of different options that you can do. Coming over here though, you have to remember that your van, depending on the wheels that you put on, you're probably looking at about maybe this tall. So this is coming up just below my waist, and I'm a 6 foot something guy. So this space up here is actually being used from access to the front. That's how we have these cubbies and shelves. So I wanted to try and use up this in some way, because realistically, when you're coming into the back of the van, you're not going to be able to even reach this. It's going to be up out of reach. So you have your battery system, you have your trash cans, you come back here, easy swap, maybe some storage. Depending on what you want, we can hook this setup for you. But this is a look at what this center divider and storage options look like. The countertop here, this is actually going to be made out of 2cm granite tops with a laminated edge, so it's going to look really nice, but it's also going to feel really, really nice. And then this on the back is a tile backsplash. It's a tile backsplash, so that is also going to look amazing. I believe that this is everything in the build that I can think of. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And all right.